And as we talk about community and inspiring others and holding and witnessing, I want to actually invite Miss Marva Collins to our conversation because she has been such a part of what we've been doing together for so long. Welcome, Marva. Marva is an IC coach, and she's been with us for about a year, and it has been awesome. I know you a little bit longer than that, but I was so grateful to be able to embrace you in this community, and what you've already brought has been so awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You want to tell us where you're from?
Yes, I am from, you mean where I'm physically from? Okay, because I
Physically.
got some other stories. I am from Bastrop, Louisiana, which is in the top part of the state in the northeast corner, closer to Arkansas and Mississippi than it is to New Orleans. It takes me the same amount of time to get to Dallas as it does to New Orleans, for context.
Okay. And I'm in San Antonio, and Sumaiyah is in
Maryland.
Maryland, right?
Yes.
Oh, so what we do together. So just so you have some context, what every day, Sumaiyah, Marva, and another sister who's not here with us today, but Margaret Matos, who is my cousin, we get together for a 2 hour cafe every morning. We started off just doing it once a week as a Red Thread Circle, and then we started getting involved in some of our courses, apothecary and ritual, and we decided we needed accountability. So we decided to get together every day to complete our projects, and we've been just rolling with it since. How's that been for you, Marva?
In community is the only way that I can do it anymore. What I realized is I cannot do this by myself. I have lots of projects, I'm doing lots of things, and I cannot do it by myself. I need the energy that I get from the other people in the room, whether they say anything that's significant to me at all, but that energy that helps me leave the 2 hour session and go on out and do all of the things that I need to do.
Mm.
And especially in this time, my learning is about community. When the pandemic first hit, that was my first experience of really immersing myself into community, where that's where I met Milagros. We met 7 women. We met every day as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not just every once in a while. We met every day to keep that energy going, and that's what Sumaiyah and Margaret and Millie and I we do that, and it makes what I'm doing whole. It makes me be able to do what I'm doing whole. This is my fifth of 6 Zooms for this day.
Wow.
If I hadn't gone someplace to gather some energy, I would be dragging about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, we do what right. We do Samaya. We do accountability. We sit, we plan, even if it's just sitting in our plan and with our planners and just being with each other. Talking about all the things we need to do, the things we want to do, the projects we want to dream up. It's just so beautiful. And tell me if I'm wrong, ladies. Like we see each other at our worst.
Oh yeah.
So all of this you see right now,
Oh yeah.
that wasn't us at 5 o'clock in the morning.
No.
I don't comb my hair first thing in the morning. I don't.
Yeah, and I know for me, I'm tired of doing it by myself. So having this every day, every morning, a group of sisters, powerful women that I know have my back and I have their back, and we can support each other and keep each other accountable. Has done amazing things for me, and in my new role within MUSEA, and the amount of work that has now added to what I was already doing. I need the support to get through everything that I need to do in a day. I mean, I retired 3 years ago, so I'm used to doing my own thing and, whenever I want to do it. But now I can't do that anymore. And you ladies really help to keep me there and keep me accountable for what the things that not only I need to do, but the things that I promised myself for myself. So I appreciate all of you.
And look, this is something magical that happens with us. We all have things going on that we're presenting to the world, and we show up for each other. When Sumaiyah is on live doing her thing, we show up to support her and to man the comments and do that. Mm-hmm. When I'm doing my live for my community, Millie and Margaret and Sumaiyah show up for that. So, many times we give a party and nobody shows up in this online thing. So we make sure that somebody shows up and there's something written in the comments so that when somebody watches our replays, there's information there. So it's more than just pumping us up. We actually support each other. And I have to love somebody desperately to get up on Sunday mornings at 4 o'clock to be ready to be on her live at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
We do that for each other.
Yeah.
We do that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, because we're in different time zones. You and I are in the same time zone, and Sumaiyah is like an hour later. So it's not even a struggle. We do it out of love, and this is what creating a community and supporting each other as women, and witnessing the miracles that we're creating for ourselves because we're using our intention to show up, and we really want to put our love into the world. We see each other, we see our reflections of ourselves, and we basically fill each other's cups. So none of us is really missing anything. We are whole as one. So it's like, I don't feel like I'm the weakest link because I don't have certain experience here or knowledge about that, because I know when I come to this container together with you ladies, I am whole. The knowledge I need is going to be provided to me. I know it because I know you.
Yeah.
So, and that's how community works. And, that's just so beautiful. And I'm so glad that our being together and doing this has been a model and inspires so many. I've gotten so many comments from other people that have gotten and said, hey, I love what you're doing. I'm going to go do that. You've inspired me. And now we're bringing that same energy to MUSEA, in the form of our pop open studios. And it's just such an honor to be able to know that we're a part of this happening. And, us showing up for each other is giving us, something to offer and a way to hold our whole global community. And it's just a real blessing. And I'm grateful for both of you and Margaret. And Amber has also sat in on our circle. So she's witnessed it, and witnessing, I think, is the foundation for it all, like truly being there from your heart for someone, no matter what.
Right.
And one thing I want to point out, you said, Millie, that you know us and basically trust us. But I want the community to understand that we didn't know each other at first.
Right.
We had to build that. We were strangers to each other. We built it. So don't feel like you have to know the person already to start to build community, because we didn't.
That's true. That is so true. And it is something that we practice in our intentional creativity community. When we do our courses, we encourage cohorts and people getting together to work together for accountability, witnessing, and helping each other through the project. So if you know one person, just reach out if you need any type of help. You don't have to do it alone. And it can start with one, and you never know, you'll end up with 20 people in your circle one day. And you have a global community in your circle now because we're all connected, so that's a given. But anything that you're dreaming up, let someone see you, let someone know, and ask for the support that you need. I want to thank you both for being part of my life, my journey, my dream, my future. I love you with all my heart. And I'm going to bring Amber back on. Oh, Amber,
Hey,
welcome
hey,
back, my love.
hi. Yeah, thank you for sharing. It's just so beautiful to see that. And I'm one of those people who's been inspired by your sisterhood, your accountability, and I see the ways that you meeting together um, for accountability in your life, your work, your art, your business has made it so all of you are amplifying all of those areas of your life. And that was something that I didn't really have. I didn't, especially during pandemic times, I didn't really have like an accountability group. And so journeying with you, Milagros, and Sumaiyah, and learning that that's what you did inspired me to start creating that in my own life, and that makes such a big difference. So I've been very inspired, and I think this is actually the heart of our community. It's the heart of our lineage to intentional creativity was formed. The root teachers are Shiloh Sophia, and her teacher was Sue Hoya Sellers, and her teacher was Lenore Thomas Strauss. And all through along our lineage in our art ancestry is women showing up for women with unreasonable love. And in so many ways, they were strangers to each other too at certain points. But they said, you know what, I'm going to take a chance on you. I believe in you. I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to show up for you. And they did that for each other. And as artists, and especially as women artists in this world too, we really need that. We really need to have someone in our corner. We need to have the ability to just speak our truth, to be witnessed, and the motivation, because like we were talking about the hustle earlier today, like we have a lot to do as women these days. We have a lot to do. And this technology thing and this business thing and all of it, like we have to show up in such a powerful way, and we want to. And so if there's any message I feel like we're all trying to communicate to our listeners today, it's we're stronger together. And there's this illusion of separation, and that's what the We Are All Related theme for our members is about this year, is connecting into the flow of connection and being held in community. That's the exploration. That's the heart of it, is like we're going and we're putting a new narrative forward that says you're actually going to be more successful and more fulfilled in your life when you walk with others and don't try to do it all on your own. And we're interrupting that narrative. So I just want to honor all three of you, and Margaret as well, for being such a beautiful and powerful example of that interruption of that old narrative and presencing the we are stronger together energy and the we are all related energy. Because it's part of healing our world.
It is.
And I'm just so grateful. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here, Marva and Sumaiyah.
Thank you, Sumaiyah.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, next time, Amber, you're going to tell us a little bit about what's coming up, right?
I am, yeah. So, we're getting closer to the end of our session here, and I wanted to thread you into some upcoming events happening at Intentional Creativity Museum and at MUSEA. We have our upcoming museum show, Dream a New Dream, featuring soul artist Laura Hollick and photographer Kevin Tom. And that is happening next Wednesday, January 19th at 4 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be such an incredible show. Laura is an artist who makes herself art into the landscapes around her, and Kevin is the photographer who takes these incredible otherworldly photos that literally transport you into other realms. And we are featuring them and their work next Wednesday at the museum. We also wanted to remind our members, our museum members at the society level, that we have an Imprensiva salon today at 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. That's actually just half an hour away, with Shiloh Sophia and Jonathan McLeod. And they're going to be talking about perspective in a really interesting way. So we hope that you'll be able to make that. And we are just so grateful for your presence. And I would love to call everybody back up. So we have all of us here as we move towards our closing. There we go. Again, the purpose of our creative conversations is to bring the Red Thread community, the MUSEA collective, the voices and the stories
of our community members that are there to empower and inspire and thread you into the events that are happening. And I just know that so many of you have probably been very inspired by these women today. So wanted to give everyone a final chance to witness and acknowledge Milagros, Marva, and Sumaiyah for sharing their story. You can post in the chat or send them a message later on if you listen to the replay, and let us know if you felt inspired, felt motivated, if you think that you might want to create your own sisterhood accountability group or artist accountability group. There's some people here in our community right in front of you right now who are good people to ask for, how do I do that, right?
Yep.
So thank you for
Definitely.
being here today.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us and for witnessing us. And we look forward to sharing everything that we have in store for you, and hope to see you at the Imprensiva.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. It's always good to be in your good company. And ooh, where did my red thread go? I was going to hold it up. You know what? It bounced right off my lap and onto the floor. So
We've
you're gonna
got
have
you.
to hold the red thread for me.
Yeah, I'll share.
Yeah. We'll share. Here you go. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good afternoon.